flight plan you've got is currently it's Kandahar to Kabul, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 terrorist camps in a row. We'll see how many we get through before we need to return to Kabul for weapons. So we'll pick the GBU-12s up at Kabul because they need using. There's loads there. And what we'll end up doing is we'll use the GBU-31s we're taking now, but any restock will be GBU-12s from Kabul
Okay.
because there's
Copy.
quite a few there. And Razor 1's ready, starting up. It'll be a max power climb, flight level 400, then we'll reduce to super cruise, full dry. Razor 1's taxi for 05.
That's TFR done. Just need to do the flight plan. I'm ready to log myself.
Cool.
Where's the freestyle engines?
Roger.
Where's the freestyle taxi?
So I've started using lock for takeoff and rotating to 15 degrees and holding 15 degrees nose. You get a lot better takeoff.
Okay.
The initial climb out's better because you're holding the nose rather than the velocity indication. But yeah.
I found. What one were you heading to, say?
What did I say? 05. I'm going to backtrack down the main.
The usual.
So you come in on the 1st for the private and the 30th because you'll be down there. So you're going to come on the Thursday, stay the Thursday night, go on the Friday, then come back, go to your sister's, pick your nephew up, and come on the Sunday with him. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, got
Pretty
you.
much. So right, those are not to work. Come to you, or even hopefully, maybe that busy. Hopefully. Then yeah, Friday with you. Stay with you till about Saturday some point. No rush. Then go to my sister's. Stay there, and then obviously then Sunday I come with you with my nephew to Gloucester. Well, I don't come to yours, obviously I meet you at Gloucester.
Yeah.
And then once I've done, I can drop him off, and then
Cool.
whatever, I could always then head back to yours or head back home, whatever. Probably head back home.
You're going to be dragged into playing a new game. Kirsten and myself, I'm giving myself credit as well, we've designed a Harry Potter game. It's quite good actually.
Alright, fair on.
We're just in the what would you say? It's probably the alpha testing stage. Everything's made out of paper at the minute, just to make sure the game itself is playable and works. It seems to.
Oh, cool, fair one. There's a game I'm already going to lose on, but oh well. How's Casey? She's alright?
Yeah, she's good. Oh yeah, and I got to give you your card, which I've held on for a year or more. Yeah, I'm annoyed about the L85, but at this point I'd rather just have a refund.
Yeah.
The problem, well, were you there when I tested it the first time? I can't remember.
What, when you took it to the fields?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, putting any kind of hop up causes weird misfiring, like it's like the teeth are slipping or something. It's not
Yeah.
giving it the power. So that was an issue. So it was still doing that when I had the hop up on. And now the gearbox is completely locked. I don't know why. And when it came back to me, there was bits of the internals sort of just jingling around inside. So there's like a screw, some weird little clip, and a small metal plate. They're all loose inside, so I've taken them out, put them on the piece of paper. So at this point, I want a refund from them, because it just seems more hassle than it's worth. Plus, I've read up a bit about the gun, and apparently it has problem. It does have this kind of problem anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, not really fussed about having it, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Well, no point having it if it's going to be shite,
No,
is it?
exactly. That M4 that you played with the first week worked perfect now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all it needed was a hop up,
Nice.
a larger hop up rubber. Sorry, hop up nub. So I made one out of a rubber.
Happy days.
And what else did you play with? The Scar. That hasn't been played with since.
No?
No. My blank firing grenades are awesome though. End of the month I'm going to buy some of the 12 gauge mag flash.
Ooh, baby.
So they're not mega loud, but they're like a thermobaric. They flash up and all that. Ready to line up?
Mm.
You got me moving by the way.
Yeah, I do have you moving.
Yeah, cool. We had a problem yesterday. I could see people moving, but Connor couldn't see me, and I think it was the port forwarding had reset itself to not be in place on my router because I must have updated or restarted it or something. It's fine now.
I fell.
So it seems anyway. So we'll do a max dry takeoff, so a standard takeoff. Then once we're airborne, we'll probably bump into afterburner for the climb.
Yep, 3 copies.
Plenty of fuel to get to Kabul, 250 miles. Just get there as quick as possible, just so we can get the weapons on and crack on. I mean, we could skip that waypoint and go straight to the first one. I don't really know. What do you reckon? And then go rearm when we actually need it.
Whatever you feel like, mate.
Tell you what then. Once you're on the runway, put on. Let me think. Just trying to make sure we're not overweight. Put on 2 GBU-12s. The empty slots, make them GBU-12s. So we're taking 4 GBU-12s from here. 8 GBU-31. Yeah, that'll do it. And it keeps us underweight.
Yeah, cool.
I've
Stand
taken
by,
them
I'll
off.
wait for on.
Yeah, cool. I've taken them off the sheet. And I'll put whatever we come home with on.
Yeah, okay, sure.
You can carry 6 GBU-31s and be underweight with the centre tank, but you have to dump a bit of fuel out of the centre tank. You can't have it full.
Oh, fair one.
Yeah, press next waypoint. I think that'd be the closest probably. Yeah. So Romeo Echo 44, that's the closest target to us. 350 miles. It's not far from Kabul. It's 100 miles from north of Kabul. So yeah, get there, drop our bombs, get ourselves back to Kabul. See what we do about this, the cruise speed, since we're going direct to the first target. We'll rotate at 160. No, 180, sorry, to 15 degrees and hold.
Copy that. Freeze in position, standby. Selecting valves. Selected. So lights are on. All lights are on. Razor feels ready to take off.
I'll just set my landing lights. Razor 1 brakes off. Power set. Rolling.
Freeze rolling.
Slight wind from the right. Just pulling the nose to the right as it weathercocks. 120. $180, rotate. 15, holding. Gears coming up. Switching to VV. In VV, pulling the climb to 5 degrees. 5 degrees. Set incline to 8,000 feet per minute, maintaining full dry. May at 6,000 feet per minute. 8's a bit too much for full dry. We'll watch the fuel a bit.
Yeah, copy that.
And close in when you want.
Okay.
Go set heading 030. Yeah, change arrival to Kabul. We won't make it back.
Kabul, what's that again, say?
Oakb.
Copy. Cruising position right inside.
Copied. Reducing climb rate now to 4,000 feet per minute, maintaining throttle.
Copies.
Get there as fast as we can without afterburner. Should get down to 40 minutes. Sorry, 30 minutes. It's this first target. It'll only be a 10-minute transit to Kabul from the first target anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll look at RTB at 22:10 at the latest. We'll start RTB.
We'll do that.
I'll bring my power down slightly. Set it to 97, that way you've got a little bit more edge than me. So you don't have to go into afterburner.
Yeah, cheers.
Okay, we're above 30,000 feet, setting climb to 2,000 feet per minute to allow the speed to come up now. I'm set just below afterburner now.
Sure.
Setting climb speed to 1,000. Probably only get Mach 1.1 out of it with this load.
That's right.
Still better when slower.
Yeah, exactly. Feel faster and burning less fuel than the
Yeah.
35.
Yeah. Turn right now, 035.
Okay.
Just gonna have a look at the recce pictures for this first one. Right. Yeah, we're probably best doing a manual designation on this. Looking at the pictures, it's deep in mountains, and it's in a weird location.
I just saw a major flaw here.
What?
GPU 12s, we can't use them without the laser designating pod, can we?
Oh, good point. Oh, in that case, select GBU12. Once selected, cleared program release.
Or we're just dumping them, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, it's been ages since I've jettisoned what air to surface mode been selected, yeah?
Air to surface mode. Select a GBU12. Make sure it's at programmed switch and click program once. Then you have to reselect the weapon to jettison a second.
So repeat that bit slower than trying to fly.
Air to surface mode.
Yeah, I'm up to that part and I've got the weapon selected, but I need to press program, you said, sorry.
Yeah. So programmed release. So select jettison, switch to prog. You'll see there's a button next to it that says prog.
Yes.
Click it.
Yep.
One should go, yeah?
Yep, correct.
Yeah, repeat the step to get rid of the second. Oh, in that case, we won't land at Kabul. We'll do what we can with these 4 each. I wish we'd had 6 now. Could have got fuel at Kabul. Fuck it, we're going to fly over Kabul anyway. So, do we just land there and put the bombs on and go with the maximum amount of fuel we can carry? Then we can have, because there's GBU. Oh wait, no, I don't think there's any 31s at Kabul anymore. Let me look. 31s. Yeah, there's a couple at Kabul we could take. So maybe that's worth doing that.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Best.
Right, we'll go direct Kabul then. From here. Selecting track, it's going to turn right to get us on track. So we've got 15 minutes to Kabul. And we'll land, take on an extra 2 GBU-31s each. Take on as much fuel up to takeoff, up to max takeoff weight. We'll go from there. We'll just hit the first target with what we can, see if we can get all targets. Tell him by the sorties everyone else has done, 1 GBU-31 placed correctly should be able to take out the whole of a camp, because they're not that big. Let me just have a look at the rest of them. 06 Alpha for, sorry, 06 for sure. 07's a bit bigger. 09's bigger as well. 0, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. It's going to have to be manual designations though, because the locations are all in the mountains. These 4. I wouldn't mind overflying Bagram out of when we come out of Kabul either, because I haven't actually had a look yet to see what the airfield looks like, because that's got Fsx at War stuff on it.
I felt.
Yeah, we'll be hit. These are the most northern targets, so this will be the longest sorties.
Yeah.
We'll be trying to hit all the north stuff first. Then we work our way south, so sorties become shorter.
How's your fuel looking?
I'm good, mate. I'm on 4.4.
Yeah, 4.5.
Should be alright.
What fault was you at still? Full dry?
Full dry, Mach 1.04.
When are you next back to work then, fella?
Friday night, on nights.
Lovely.
And I'm off for the day shift after that, so. You flying straight behind me? Oh, you're there.
No, I'm just reading around.
Oh.
No, no, so much because I'm just looking off at this other screen, just looking at pictures and stuff like that, and recce pictures.
One sec, Steve. Sorry, carry on.
No, I was saying I was just drifting off slightly because I'd be looking off at the left monitor, looking at the recce pictures.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see him. All looks a bit awkward.
Nice, there you go.
So,
But yeah, got perfectly trimmed now.
Nice.
I realised because I still got the aileron control set up for the F35 trims. So obviously I was just playing around with that, so it stops it drifting off to the left slightly.
Oh, nice.
The whole point of the damn trim.
Start a descent in a couple of minutes.
Copy that.
Power idle. Autopilot's
Yeah.
enough. And we're going for a roll to the right. And pull under, down we go. 20 degrees. Holding. Visual on the airfield.
Decrease.
Wind's 1205, so we'll take the easterly facing runway. Just watching the airspeed, bringing it up to 10 degrees. Should we overfly HQ?
If you wish.
Cool. Come back down, 15 degrees now. Idle power still, mate.
Yeah, 3 copies.
Visual on HQ. And we'll do a right turn to final approach. Now. Looking for 280. 290. .280 gears coming down. Idle power. Centre line.
Do you want
240.
to take left, I'll take right, because I'm with you.
I'm going centre, mate. We can both go centre. It's not a particularly thick one, right? Gears on. Brakes
Please
on.
gears on.
Brakes off. Brakes on. Brakes off. Vacating next right.
3 copies.
Brakes on. Brakes off. Ground speed selected. Brakes on to 20. 20, brakes off. not going to cruise so high to get to this next target, mate.
Yep.
Brakes on. Parking brake set. Shutting down. Power's coming off. Added 2 GBUs. 31, so we've got 3 in total.
So you added what?
What?
What did you say you've just done?
Added GBUs.
Which one to 31s?
Yeah, the only ones we can use.
Okay.
We're adding fuel up to, we're at 52,113, so by the time we take off, we'll be below max takeoff weight. Gives us fuel of just over 4.5.
Okay, well, so we're filling up as well while here, yeah?
Might as well. Just as much as you can to keep you under max takeoff weight. I'll remove 431s from this location. And we're ready to start.
Ready to start.
Starting up. Should we go low level? Low level to target?
Can do.
So we'll do, after takeoff, left turn around the mountain, direct to Bagram Airport. There's a road that follows it north, and then north of Bagram Airport there's a road that takes us into the mountains, which will take us just about to target. But I'll just follow me, yeah. Taxiing out.
Who's on taxi?
Covered.
So which waypoint should we have set up now, Matt?
Romeo Echo 44.
Yep, copy. Set. Have you played privately with some of the guys that you added from the
Yeah.
S?
Oh,
Were they like
yeah.
nice people?
Yeah. There's about 6 of them people I work with.
Oh, fair ones.
There's another one that's a warrant officer at air traffic, which I haven't met yet, but...
Not bad, like, eh?
Just getting a few extras from around the local area. They're all part... I've picked them all up off a proper airsoft group, so... Just want more people to play for private in the middle of the week.
Yeah, fair one.
Line up.
Sorry, slow coach is coming. There's a three lining up right inside.
Roger. Razor one's ready to go. Brakes are off. Standing by for power.
Three's ready.
Razor one powering up full dry. Power on.
That one.
70. 100 knots. 30. 180 rotate. Airborne. 15 gear hold, gear coming up. Clear left, left turn. Power's still same. Got this little road, following that to Bagram. Speed's coming up 330 now, reducing power to 90. Power set 90.
Reset 90.
Looking good. Shame we can't see all the bombs. They don't all show, do they?
I know.
Go set power 9.5. Quite draggy at the minute. Just want to get above 400.
Power set.
Roger. You happy with manoeuvring without me telling you, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, most of your terrain flying, so you'll guess where I'm going anyway. We'll need radar on. There we go, radar altimeter. Be useful. Amazing, the ground's here. The ground here is like 6,000 feet in there.
Yeah, I know, it's nuts.
Bagram coming up on the nose. And then we're into proper mountains then. Look at them coming, Jesus. They're high. I think it's the US that mainly use Bagram. We sent people there on my last shift, so we are there. We have a presence.
I fell.
But we're not there in a combat role anymore, are we? We're there in an advisory role.
Yeah.
In Afghanistan. Let's see what we can see. Fuck me, that's a lot of stuff. A lot of airplanes. Oh, that's weird. Are you getting this weird scenery glitch where the sea... Oh no, maybe it's meant to be like that. It looks like it's all lower than the terrain that's around it.
Oh yeah.
That's strange. Oh, you know what that'll be? That'll be... There's a vector file for it and we've got it enabled currently.
I fell on. Yeah, I've got exactly the same day as you.
Okay. Setting throttle to 95 again. It's changed slightly because it's... Because of the altitude it changes the... there now.
Oh yeah.
Engine check, seatbelt check, and fuel check.
Yeah, all good, and I got 5,100 in tax.
Okay, pull out if needed. Go max climb and get to safe altitude.
Pre-copies.
Just trying to figure out where I want to go. Oh, it's just next valley. Okay, left before the hill, mate. And then right over bank, opposite direction. Just looking for the road stand by. I think it's the other side of this hill. It should be down on our left somewhere. Track. Oh, maybe I'm not going to see it visually. Okay, into the valley on the right. You with me still?
Yep.
Happy day. Yeah, there's no road showing here, even though there's a road on Plan G. But it might be such a minor road that Sim doesn't display it. It's pretty much this valley, mate, to target now.
Yeah, sure.
It winds a bit, but it's quite long. Happy with this speed and throttle set?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Cool. I like flying low level to target because it gives you something to do. You're not just sitting there flying in a straight line getting bored.
Oh, exactly. Oh, you in the ground from me.
Am I? Oh, I know why. You haven't got FS Global, have you? So you just got
No.
default terrain here. That's fine. Yeah, you look high to me. Should look at an FS Global. Connor's gone and got it. Says it makes a massive difference. So.
Yeah, I might go by it there.
It just does all the terrain for outside of your orbit regions. Well, I'm in and out of rain, are you?
No.
Maybe it's a level amount, I don't know. It's very in and out of rain.
Oh, weekend visual.
Ah, so yours probably doesn't look as nice as mine then. Is it quite flat, yours? Probably
Yeah.
is in comparison, yeah. Where you at?
Somewhere.
Lost you, can't see you.
I'm behind you to your left and below you, but
Right.
you just gone through a mountainside again.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of following the valley that I think you're following. Type of
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, if you see me behind you, look down to your left behind us.
Probably under my wing, mate, that's why I'm not seeing you. No, couldn't see you then.
Pulling up with you.
Oh, I see you there. Yeah, I see you now. You must have, I think you were flying in the mountain for me. You felt that takeoff, didn't you?
Oh yes.
Yeah, you could feel the weight. Even at 15 degrees and max military power. Initially it was not a struggle, but she wasn't a fan. Selecting head to surface. JDAM selected, target of opportunity auto release. First pass designation. set the waypoint as a target opportunity. Sorry, as a pre-planned. Not that I'm going to use it, it's just so I've got visual on where it actually is.
Yeah, fair.
Switch back to target opportunity now. 20 miles inbound, 2 minutes. I'll drop one on this and you can drop another if we need it. I'll try and go for centre.
Yeah, sure.
I've got it zoomed in on Fsx at War so I can see if everything goes. Eight miles. Reducing power down to 90. Just for the fly past. Just get the speed down a bit. Oh, I reckon I'm coming in from the wrong angle here. 5 miles. Looks like I'm coming down a fucking mountain.
Is it off to 10, 11 o'clock?
Visual. It's right in the valley. On my screen. Stand
Wait
by.
for me.
Designated outbound up the valley.
Yeah, copied.
Going high and I'm going to attack. I'm currently on 320. I'll attack reverse heading down the valley.
Yeah, copy that. Freeze following me behind you. I'm also designated in case I need to drop.
Roger. Power's full and we're climbing now to pull under.
Cool. I'm gonna give it a couple of seconds to give you, so we don't collide.
Yeah, that's fine. Looking for 25,000 feet and I'll pull under for the release. Power's off, beginning to pull under. And we're armed. 25,000 feet pulling. Gotta watch for that valley, there it is, that's the valley I want, I think. Make sure you get the right valley, that's all. Power's back on. Visual on the target, we're down the right valley, climbing back to release altitude. "20 seconds.
3 copies. Freeze arms in case.
Roger. Not going to know until mine hits. One away safe. Watching it in.
I got no splash, did you?
Did now. It hadn't hit
Wait,
yet, mate.
yeah.
You gotta wait for it to hit. It's GBU-31, so you have to drop it from a little higher. I've got total destruction confirmed.
Yep, annihilation.
Right, you have the lead to the next waypoint. Safe and selecting nav. I'm going to do a BDA photo before I come join you. Turn around and get that. Be fucked. I'm max power just to pull myself around the turn best I can. Max angle of attack. I'll get a BDA and come join you.
3 copies.
Root into yourself now. Height and speed.
Height is 18,000, speed is 280, climbing speed, engine set to 95.
Copied.
Heading's 343.
Roger.
So what target site was that one, Matt?
006.
Copy.
You might get a track and beep, I'm just tracking you to get to you.
Yeah, copy.
Say 95 you set to the speeds currently.
It's at 93 at the moment, and my speed is 375. Slowly climbing.
Copy. .6 miles in trail. You have first release on this next one, yeah?
Yep, copy.
I'll just designate in case. Power setting at this level.
Power settings 95 still currently.
Cover.
Want me to reduce?
No, that's fine. Approaching nicely. 0.6. What waypoint are you inbound?
Romeo Echo 25.
2-5. Okay. How far away is that?
I've got that 37.5 nautical miles, 4 minutes.
Okay.
That's not what you was expecting.
No, you've missed one, but that's fine. Did you press next waypoint by any chance?
Are we supposed to be going Romeo Echo 42?
Yeah, but this one's now closer, so we may as well continue to this one.
I must have pressed the trust by mistake, sorry.
That's fine. Go.
375, thank you.
Roger. I'm going to be bingo 3 shortly. Fuel have you got left?
3,300.
Jesus, how have you got that?
Well, was you gunning it a lot in the valley?
Not enough to cause that effect. I've got half your fuel.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Right, shall I break off and I'll go for the 4? I'll go for 4-2 because it's closer.
Wish.
Yeah,
I'll continue 2-5, yeah.
yeah, you continue 2-5. I'm going for 4-2, and then I'm going to Kabul.
FM.
And then if you continue to the other one. Have you got the whole of my target destroyed, yeah? The one I
Stand
just
by.
hit on, yeah, just check your Fsx at war. Because obviously if ours don't sync up, then we need whichever's most up to date. I mean, I must have been gunning it if I got that low fuel. But, yeah, didn't feel like I was. Have you used much burner at all this
Yeah,
flight?
I'm seeing everything red behind one hangar kind of like screen with one orange amber kind of tank.
Oh, okay. So mine's all
Okay.
destroyed on mine, that's all. So that'll be mine that's more up to date. Okay.
So what site number are you going for? Which one am I going currently?
I'm going Romeo Echo 4-2. You're going 2-5. Oh, you mean the actual task number?
Yes.
6 was the first one. I'm going for 7, you're going for 8, I believe. And then 9's the last one. Actually, I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look in a minute. It's the names, mate. We'll have a look in a minute. For your after action report, I'll let you know. Oh, if you got a pen, I can tell you which one we hit first. So we hit, it's spelled Warsaj.
Sorry, say again.
Warsaj.
Yep.
You're currently hitting ENAW. This is a spelling, by the way. And then I'm heading to Zebak, Zebak. You just have to look what target numbers they are on the list, mate.
Sure.
You should be, yeah. You hitting your target now, eh?
Can't spot it at the moment. Just having a look.
Oh.
So it must be over this ridge then. If it's not, then God knows.
I'm 15 miles from mine.
Yeah, copy. No, I'm seeing nothing. I don't know if that's because it's on my terrain or whatnot.
No, it won't be. It'll be on top of your terrain, so. Okay, if you're not seeing it, head to another one. Or head back to Kabul. Meet me there. Nine miles from my one. It's alright, we'll leave the Foons at Kabul. Finish these targets another day with them. Might have a go
Thank you.
tomorrow. Sure you just can't see it? I don't know. I'll have to
I
have a look.
definitely can't see it. I'm looking at the record picture.
Yeah, but it might not look the same on your system because your terrain will be different to Connor's. Because he's got FS Global. So it might be flatter, the area that you need to look for. I don't really know. But it'll be on top of your terrain, that's how they work, how they've placed them. Right, visual on my target.
Nice look.
Designated outbound. Turning inbound. And I've not got enough fuel to come up north and help you out. Inbound. Hot. Two away. Safe. Base destroyed. Turn for Kabul. So 44 and 42 are destroyed. Whatever their names are, I'll have a look at the set. I'm 152 miles from Kabul. Should make it back. Just limp it back if I have to.
No, I still can't find it.
Okay. Go for the other one if you want, or head straight for Kabul.
I think it's time for me to start heading to Kabul.
Okay.
Please can go on. What's your height heading speeds?
Flight level 200, heading 220 and current speed's 335, speeding up.
Right.
Connor's joined.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's doing. Might be doing a training flight. Typhoon. Flying flight level 300.
Copy.
Ah, 250. Just want to be just high enough to miss the mountains. 25 should do it. Okay, so for your notes, we've just got. I can give you the actual target numbers now. Uh, 008 Bravo. And 009 Bravo. Complete.
Two GB 31s used.
Uh-huh. I'll edit the sheet now. What are you landing at Kabul with? Total.
6 GB 31s and the air-to-air loadout still.
Okay.
So untouched again.
Again, yeah. So you got 2 Iris T's, yeah?
Yes. And 4 meteors.
4 meteors. External fuel tanks. 1 each, yeah?
Correct.
Anything else? What else we got? That's it, innit? Yeah. Cool. Sheet's correct.
Copy that.
And I'll upload the campaign save now.
Yeah, copy. Do you want me to add that we jettisoned 2 GB 12s?
Yeah.
Cool.
Each.
Yeah, buddy.
Mission files uploaded. I'll upload the BDA for. Which one was the first one? 008.
Yes. Lucy 3 Bingo 2.
Copied. I'm not going to be landing with a whole lot of fuel.
Yeah, I guess you're not going to. How far are you?
8 minutes, 80 miles.
Copy that. I'm just a little behind you, so.
Cool. I'll probably be landed with about 300 kilos of fuel.
Cool, lovely.
Back in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, sure. What was the tasking that I had to do that I couldn't see, Matt? That was 7, wasn't it? Oh, okay. Right.
I'm back. You trying to join up with me for the arrival?
Can do.
I'm not too bothered. I'm 30 miles out, 3 minutes. We're descending in 2.
Maybe alarm can just check me to pinpoint, yeah. Matt, was the tasking that I went to that I couldn't see?
That's whatever one is ENAW.
I would to look at it, but my Chrome's decided to crash on me.
I'll have a look in a sec.
Would you want to do the report?
1 sec. I'll tell you. Uh, 007 Bravo. So we didn't even go to 6 Bravo. Power's idle. We're descending in now. Visual on the airfield, right hand turn now, heading 250 to establish.
Yeah, copy. 5 miles out closing.
Roger. I'm idle throttle descent now, just passing through 210. 15 degrees. I'll be landing with a bit more than I thought, about 400 kilos. Depending on how much power I need to put on the final approach. If I can time it right, I won't put any power on. Oh no, sorry, the second target I did, I released 2 GBU 31s.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, so it's 3 in total. All off mine. Start letting you release them first, to be honest, from now on. I can't wait to do Nillis again, because we're going to actually, I plan to break the squadron up into teams, i.e. the flights that are on the SOPs.
Okay.
And we'll be based at 2 different locations, and it'll be more to do with aerial combat than anything else. And there'll be a scoreboard for the teams.
Fair enough.
That's more about like what red flag's about, and that means that it's less not ferry flights, less logistics flights, because we won't need to transit as many bombs, if any. Finals. Slowing down because I can't afford to go around. 280 gears coming down. And we're on idle power approach now. Speed brakes in. You near me?
No, not quite.
Okay.
And I'm getting a little bit foggy as well.
Yeah, visibility's quite, well, not quite low. I can see the other end of the airfield. It's lower than it was when we departed. Wheels on. Brakes on. just about to vacate now.
Yeah, copy.
Vacating Delta. See you in a minute on the ground.
Just coming over as a threshold now.
Okay. Oh, you're finals, you? Ah, have you? Nice. You'll be able to vacate Delta if you put the brakes on. Just a little bit.
I swear that showing is a heavy one. I showed up as 721.
Yeah. It might be that you made contact with the ground as the ground effect took effect. So you might not have felt like you did, but it might have been your what your flight sim was reporting at the time. If your wheels make even the slightest bit of contact.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah. Parked up. Brakes on. Shutting down.
Copy.
Got all my guns sorted now. Any that had problems.
Nice.
So I'm in a happy place. Pirate file.
Yeah, I'm just popping up now. Cruising the boat, shut it down.
So what have we got? 1-2 and 1-6 are now out of place, and they're not.
Yeah, that's correct.
There's only one Typhoon down south at the minute. Filed yet?
Just waiting for it to do it.
Oh,